Nevada debt relief searches are up, and there's a real reason behind it. This state has the highest credit card delinquency rate in the entire country. But that's not because Nevadans are bad with money. Nevada runs on service work, hospitality, and tips. And when a slow month hits, credit cards become the bridge, and 20% interest does the rest. Hi, I'm Rob, and I've spent more than 2 decades in the financial industry. If you're carrying a balance that won't budge no matter what you send in every month, I'm going to give you 3 real options and 1 federal rule that protects you before you pay $1. And you know what? Most Nevadans have never heard of it. Debt relief options sound simple until you try to pick one. There are 3 main paths, and which one fits depends on your numbers, not a formula. The first option is credit counseling. A nonprofit sets up a repayment plan with your creditors. You still pay back everything, just on an organized schedule. The second is debt consolidation. You take out one loan to replace all your cards. But here's the thing, for a lot of Nevadans who've already missed payments, that loan approval isn't coming. The third option is debt settlement. A company negotiates with your creditors to accept less than what you owe. It's for people whose total balance is the real problem, and it typically resolves debt in as little as 24 to 48 months. Plus, you don't pay a settlement fee until a debt is actually settled. And that last part matters more than you think. I'll explain why in a moment. Which one fits depends on your credit, your income, and your total balance. Now, if settlement caught your attention, here's what most people get wrong about how it works. Debt settlement sounds like a magic trick until you see the actual steps. It's not magic, it's a negotiation, and it's simpler than most people think. Let's say you're a dealer or a server carrying $16,000 in debt across 4 cards. You're sending $500 a month in minimums, and the balances barely move. Actually, let me rephrase that. Minimum payments were designed to keep you paying, not get you out. Here's how it works at Freedom Debt Relief. Step 1, you make monthly deposits into an account you own and you control. Step 2, Freedom Debt Relief negotiates with your creditors. They have over 20 years of experience and over 5,000 creditor relationships. Step 3, you approve every settlement before anything is finalized. Nothing, and I do mean nothing, moves without you. But here's the honest trade-off. Your credit score will likely take a hit because accounts go delinquent during negotiations. That's the main cost. But the payoff is resolving your debt for less than you owe, often years faster than making minimum payments. If someone you know is stuck on that treadmill, be sure to share this with them. But before you decide, you should know that Nevada has protections that most people don't know about. Nevada debt law gives you more protection than you probably realize. So before you commit to any Nevada debt relief path, you need to know what's already working in your favor. Under Nevada law, the statute of limitations on most credit card debt is 4 to 6 years. And once that window passes, collectors can still call, but they can no longer take you to court. Nevada also caps wage garnishment at 25% of disposable income. Now here's the federal layer that I mentioned at the top. The FTC telemarketing sales rule says a debt relief company cannot charge you any fees until 3 things happen. 1, at least 1 debt has been settled. 2, you've agreed to it. And 3, you've made at least 1 payment toward it. Before all 3 happen, no fees, period. Freedom Debt Relief operates under this rule. That's what real transparency looks like. That rule exists so you're protected before you spend anything. But if you didn't know that already, drop a comment. Believe me, you're not the only one. So look, Nevada debt relief comes down to 3 paths. Credit counseling when the balance is manageable, consolidation when your credit qualifies you, and settlement when the total balance is the real problem. And that federal rule that I mentioned at the top, now you know exactly what it says. Your first step with Freedom Debt Relief is free. Go to freedomdebtrelief.com for a free evaluation with a certified debt consultant. No pressure and no obligation. Freedom Debt Relief has served more than 1 million members and resolved more than $20 billion in debt since 2002. They're also A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and rated excellent on Trustpilot. The bottom line is, you're not stuck. You just didn't have the full picture until now.